Hello and welcome to this advanced course of Be Future Ready online training. Now in this course I will be running you through all you need to run an advert on Facebook and Instagram like a pro. Now you don't want to miss any section of this training because it's all you need to know your ideal customer, target them, and also how to get them to buy your product. Also, I will be teaching you how to install Pixel, how to do so many things on Facebook advert that you don't know about. I will be teaching you how to use the ad manager to run your advert. All you need to do is wait till the Hello, congratulations to you for making it to this training. I promise you this is going to be the last Facebook and Instagram course you're going to be taking online, because I'm going to be dishing out everything you need to run a successful Facebook and Instagram advert. Okay, now without wasting time, let's dive in. Okay, before we proceed, I would like to introduce you to a free course I recorded before this one actually. And if this is your first time of running or wanting to learn how to run Facebook and Instagram ad, and you're not really familiar with your Facebook account or your Facebook page, then you should go and look for that free course and watch it before coming back here to watch this this course. Okay, to run a successful Facebook or Instagram ad, you need to be using an ad manager, right? So if you have been using your Facebook page to boost a post, then you've been doing it wrongly. So today I'm going to be showing you the right way to run your advert. And to do that, you need to be going to your ad manager. To get to your ad manager account, all you need to do is type ad manager on your browser, right? So there's actually a way to get to it straight by typing business.facebook.com, but then I like going through this process all the time to get to my ad manager account. So just in case it's your first time, you can follow me through this step, or just in case you know how to get there, you can skip this step, right? So to get to your ad manager, you come here to the first website here. You can see this is an ad, so just come down here and click on it, right? Okay, wait for it to open. Okay, now if you have a Facebook page, you automatically have a Facebook ad manager account. So don't worry about creating one, just in case you are wondering how do I. If you look by your right here, you can see create ad, and once you click on it, you can see create page, just to tell you that before you can get an ad manager account, you need to get a Facebook page. So just in case it's your first time and you're just a newbie here and you don't know how to create a page, all you need to do is go through the free introductory course on how to create Facebook and Instagram ad, right? So once you're here, the next thing you want to do is click on go to ad manager. Okay, go to ad manager. So here you can see that it's taking me back to log into my Facebook account, just to tell you that before you can get to your ad manager, you need to make sure your Facebook account is logged in to any browser you're using to get your ad manager, right? So to get there, I'm going to pause while I input my email address and my password. You can see I'm already in, and here is my ad manager. So to get this, here's my ad account. So to get to your ad manager, all you need to do is come to where you have this this icon here, click on it, and then click on ad manager to get to your ad manager account, right? Okay, let's wait. All right, so this is my ad manager account. As you can see, it's a new account, and I intentionally created this account for the purpose of this training, right? So there's nothing on it. It's a clean account. So now I'm going to teach you how to create an ad from scratch. And before you can create an advert, you need to fund your account. That's the first thing you need to do to be able to run an advert. Because once you publish your ad and you don't have a balance already, or you've not connected your card to your ad manager account, you won't be able to your ad will not be approved to run because you don't have a balance already. So to be able to run an advert on ad manager or Facebook, you need to fund your account. So to do that we'll be going to this menu where you have all tools again, and then we'll be moving to where we have billing. Okay, here we are on billing, and we'll be going straight to payment settings, right? Okay, to be able to fund our newly created ad account, right? So still loading, just going to wait for it to load. Okay, so now you can see our payments, where you can see our current balance is 0.00 naira. That's our current balance. That means we don't have money on our ad manager account. So to add money to your ad manager account, what you need to do is come here to where you have payment settings, and just in case your own is showing ad funds, just in case you can see ad fund on your ad manager, all you need to do is click on ad funds to pay directly to your ad account. But if you're just seeing add money, add payment method, that means you have the automatic payment method, right? The way this automatic payment method works is that you need to add your card details, that's your Visa or your MasterCard details, to your ad account. Then Facebook will be charging you directly from your bank account. Okay, but if you're seeing add funds and also you're seeing pay you can click on the pay you and add funds. That means you'll be adding funds to your ad account directly. So Facebook will be charging you directly from your ad account instead of your bank account, right? Okay, the disadvantage of using automatic payments, that is funding your ad account and using it, is that your ad account could be disabled at any time. I'm not saying it will be, but it might. You won't know what you're doing wrong sometimes, so it might be disabled sometimes, and if it's not approved, if you're not able to resolve the issue, you will end up losing your money, right? So that's the disadvantage. But personally, I prefer funding my ad account and using it because it will save me the stress of coming back to pay to pay my debt. Because if you're using the manual method, you will have to be coming back here. Let me go back. You have to be coming back to where you have pay now to pay outstanding balance, just in case you're using the manual method, that's paying directly from your bank. You have to be coming here to click pay now, just in case you have outstanding balance. But if you're using the automatic method, that's funding your account ad account directly, that means Facebook will be charging you from your ad account and you don't have to go through that stress. So you can decide to pick the method you want to use. So to add funds to your account, you first need to since it's a new account, add account, what you need to do is, just in case yours is not showing what you're seeing here, Nigerian Naira, and also Lagos time GMT plus 01. So just in case you're not seeing this, you just have to click on it and look for it. Okay, so now once you're done with this, all you need to do is click on save to save that. Okay, so you can see we have pay you here, and see we have pay you, so that means we can actually add money to our account. So I will advise you to use pay you because it's the easiest and simplest, not the simplest though.
So it's the easiest to fund your account. You don't have to stress about your card being rejected, right? So you can decide to use pay you and then next. Okay, skip, right? So here you'll be required to add the amount you want to fund. Remember, if you're using PayU, that means you'll be funding your ad account automatically. Remember, but if you're using the other card method, adding card, that means you want Facebook to charge you directly from your bank account. So take note. So after adding the amount you want or inputting the amount you want, the next thing you want to do is click on next. Right. Okay, so continue. Right. So this pop-up will come up, and all you need to do is wait for it to load. And now you to add money to your ad account, you need to input your card details, right? So input your card details. After doing that, I don't really want to add money to my ad account, so I will just stop here. So after inputting your card details, the next thing you want to do is click on pay the amount. Okay, and then you will be sent a code to your number, the number you use in receiving alert. So an OTP will be sent to you, and once you get that OTP, the next thing you want to do is input your OTP and click on continue. And once you do that, your ad account will be funded successfully. So now you can see we have the ad funds and the payment method. So just in case you want to use the payment method, just know that you are adding your card details. Okay, and then just in case you want to use the pay you or the ad funds, just know you are adding money to your ad account, right? So that's all for how to add money to your ad manager account or add your card details to your ad manager account. All right, so once you're done adding money to your ad manager account, all you need to do is come back to where you have ad manager, right? Come back to where you have ad manager. Okay, so before we proceed, I'm currently using a laptop to do this, but just in case you don't have one, just in case you don't have a laptop, you can do this with your phone. All you need to do is go to your browser and follow the same steps, but then you need to change your browser mode to a desktop mode. So you can see it on the screen now, and all you need to do is change it to a desktop mode. And once you do that, you can be able to access your ad manager and run your ad with your phone. So you don't have to bother or worry about getting a laptop just in case you don't have one. So you can use your phone to do that. All right, so to continue with running our ad, the next thing we want to do is tap on this green icon here, that's this green icon with create. So once you tap on it, you have to wait for it to load to see the details you have there, right? So now you can see our objectives here, from the awareness to traffic to engagement to leads and to promotions, promotion and sales, right? So just in case you want to get the full details of this, all you need to do is come here to where you have find your objective. Okay, so once you click on this, you can see that these various objectives are divided into three, which is awareness, consideration, and the conversion. Okay, so how Facebook gets you results is that they first look at the objective that you select, and with that they give you what you want. Take for example, we have the awareness objective. Just in case you want your ad to reach more people, you just want to create awareness for your brand or your business, all you need to do is come here to where you have the awareness objective and select either the brand awareness or reach, and then maybe you don't just want awareness, but you want clicks, you want comments, you want engagement, you want leads. So you can see the consideration is just like a funnel that takes your prospects from being aware to buying your products, right? So you can see Facebook already explain it to you. So now, just in case you need traffic to your website, or you need app install, video views, lead generation, post engagement, likes, events responses, messages, so you can come here to where you have consideration, right, to pick an objective depending on what you want. So if you pick clicks, that means you want people to, okay, if you come down here, you can see what it means. Send people to your destination, such as your website. So just in case you want more people to visit your website, so you can click the traffic objective. Just in case you want to get more landing page views, your messenger and the WhatsApp, you have calls. So just in case you want more people to call you, you can pick the traffic objective. So okay, aside from traffic objective, we have other objectives like the video views. If you click on it, you still see what it will do to your ad, right? So you can see messenger, sorry, you can see WhatsApp, get more messages, video views, post engagement, page likes, or even responses. So that's um for engagement. Okay, for video views is under engagement. So that's it. So just in case you want leads, you can also pick this one, which is under the consideration objective. So now the last one is the conversion objective. Conversion objectives help Facebook to send your ad to people that will likely make purchase on your website or your landing page, right? So once you pick conversion, Facebook already know that this is what you want. You want conversion, you want people to take action. So just in case I want conversion, you can see conversion is taking me to sales, you see, right? So now you can see what sales means to Facebook. Sales means, what sales means to Facebook is to find people who are likely to purchase your product or service. So you can see conversion, catalog sales, messenger and WhatsApp calls is under sales. So if you actually want sales for your product, then you want to pick the sales objective or the conversion objective on Facebook. So if you want sales, don't go and be picking traffic. Although your ad will surely get to people that might want to buy, but then if you pick conversion, you will be on the safer side, because Facebook will make sure they are targeting people that they know they'll buy, that they know will buy from you, right? So I know you will be thinking, okay, I don't have a website, I don't have a landing page, I don't have a sales page, so how do I use conversion, the conversion and objective, since I need to have a landing page or a sales page or a website to be able to use the conversion objective? Now, if this is the case, then I will advise you to use the messages objective, just in case you want sales. But if you don't want sales, you just want leads, then you can use traffic or any other one, right? So just in case you don't have a website, consider using the messages objective. It will work. Okay, let me just click on it. It will work more like the sales objective. So you can see um, the options here, right? So now let's say what we want is the traffic objective. We want to send people to our landing page, to view our landing page. So all you need to do is click the traffic objective and then click on continue. So before I proceed, for the purpose of this course, I will be using the traffic objective and the conversion objective as an example to teach you how to run an ad like a pro. Because once it comes to the conversion objective, you also need to know about some things. But once you also know how to run traffic ads, then I'm sure you will be able to run awareness, engagement, lead generation, and other ads. But then before you can run a conversion ad, you need to go through some process. So for the purpose of this training, I will be using the traffic objective and also the conversion objective to enable you understand how to use the ad manager effectively, right? So after picking the objective which I want, which is the traffic, all I need to do is click on continue to go to the next stage. Okay, so you can see the back end here, it's already created, right? So this is our the first stage. Okay, so you don't have to do anything here. Here is when you want to split test, but don't, you can always duplicate and split test, do split testing, right? So don't just leave this the way it is. Here you can decide to rename your campaign just in case you want to make you want to stay organized. You can rename this, because you will also have other ads on your ad manager and you don't want to be confused which one is which. So after renaming, all you need to do is click on next, and just in case you want to change your objective, you can always come here to edit your objective. So we are on traffic and that's what you want, so I'm just going to leave that there. And then the next thing you want to do is click on next, right? Okay, so this is our ad set level, right? So now under our ad set level, the first thing we have here is the conversion location. So here you can select where you want to send your prospects to. Okay, you have a website, is it an app, is it messenger, WhatsApp, or calls, right? So you can decide to pick any of this, and then the next thing we have here is dynamic creative. Okay, just in case you want Facebook to optimize for your images and headlines, you can turn this on, but just leave it as it is, don't touch that. Okay, so the next thing we have here is the optimization and delivery. Okay, optimization and delivery for your ad. So here you can depending on what you want to optimize your advert for. Do you want to optimize for landing page views? Do you want to get more landing page views, or you just want to get link clicks? So you want to get impression or daily unique reach. So depending on what you want, you can decide to pick link clicks or landing page view depending on what you want. So now the next thing we have here is okay, now you can decide when you want to be charged. Okay, the only option you can choose here is impression, because you must first spend at least 4,302 naira in this ad account to be able to pick another option, right? So now but you don't need to worry about that though. So delivery type, that's okay. So now we have the next thing we have here is the budget and schedule. So now you need to pick a budget for yourself. Facebook charge daily for your ad, so you need to pick a budget. If you're just starting and you are scared about spending your money on ad, so you can consider starting from 800, right? 800 is not bad, so you can decide starting from 800, but at least 800. But then I will advise you to start from 1,000 naira, but just in case you don't really have that much to spend for ad, you can just start with 800 naira, right? And if you run your ad very well, you will get more than that value. Okay, so now I've picked a budget for myself, and now I'm telling Facebook to charge this particular budget daily for me. But just in case you pick lifetime budget, that means you're telling Facebook to charge you you're not actually picking an amount for a day. You are just putting an amount there. Let's say you're picking you're choosing 10,000 naira as your lifetime budget. That means you're telling Facebook, use this money wisely for me for this particular number of days, right? But if you're picking daily budget, that means you're telling Facebook, please just manage this 1,000 naira for today. This is what I have for today to spend this money and spend it wisely. Okay. So now the next thing we have is the schedule. You can decide to pick a start date and an end date, which is optional. So this is when ad is starting, and you can decide to pick when it will stop. Okay. So now the next thing we have is the audience. Okay, so you can see we have create new audience, and we also have use saved audience. So just in case you have you ran an ad before and you saved an audience, you can always come here to pick the audience you've already saved before. But this is our first time, as you can see, and we don't have an existing audience, so we just have to create a new audience for ourselves, right? So now the first audience we have here is a custom audience. Okay, so now the custom audience, now the custom audience is used when you already have an existing audience. Custom audiences are custom audiences are audience that already are people that already view or already interacted with either your page, your ad, or comments on your post, or which took any action on your account. Okay, so let's look at it. Let's create a new custom audience so I can explain this more to you. So you can see custom audience and lookalike audience. Now lookalike audience can only be created when you have custom audience, right? So the only way you can create lookalike audience is when you have custom audience. So now look-alike audience are people that look like your custom audience. Now you already have an existing audience of people that interacted with either your ad or your post, and now you are creating an audience of those people. You are telling Facebook that, Facebook, I want you to create an audience that look like my custom audience, that look like my existing audience. So Facebook will only create. Okay, I think I need to. So going down, we have audience here, and here is the part that we have to define who we want our ad to be shown to. Okay, under audience, the first thing we have here is create new audience, and then we have use saved audience. Of course, you know this is a new account and we don't have a saved audience already. So what we need to do here is create new audience, because this is our first time of creating an audience on our ad manager. So to do that, we'll come down here, and the first audience you can target rather is the custom audience. Okay, the custom audiences. And now the custom audiences are people that have visited or interacted with your page, or maybe your ad, or any of your posts, right? So now you cannot create custom audiences unless you already have an existing audience. By existing audience, I mean people that have already interacted with maybe your post, your website, your Instagram or Facebook post, your offline activities, right? So now let's assume we don't have all this. We don't have a custom audience, so we cannot use a custom audience because we don't have one. Because if you end up using clicking or using a custom audience when you don't have an already existing audience, you will end up wasting your resources, you will end up wasting your money, because Facebook will not be able to target those people because they cannot find any data from you, right? So custom audience, even without installing a pixel on your website or your landing page. I'm going to show you how to install a pixel. That's when I'll be showing you how to create conversion adverts, right? So just in case you don't have a website or a landing page, you can decide to use the Instagram account to target people that have already interacted with your Instagram post or your Instagram ad or Facebook page. And note that before you can use this option, this Instagram account, you will need to connect your Instagram account to your Facebook page. And if you don't know how to do this, you can go back and watch the introductory video, which is free, right? So now the second option is the Facebook page. Now you obviously know you have to create a Facebook page before you can use this option. Okay, so for you to do this, let's assume we want to create a custom audience from our Facebook page. All we need to do is tap on the Facebook page or Instagram, just in case you have your Instagram connected already. This is a new account and I don't have it connected, so I'm just going to use the Facebook page to show you this, right? So once you click on next, you wait for it to load. Okay, here we go. This is the drop down menu that just appeared. So here you can see our page. This is the page I just created also for the purpose of this training. Okay, so now just in case you have other pages created, you can tap here and select a page that you want to create custom audience for. This particular option can be used on different pages. Okay, let's take for instance, this is not the actual page you want to run this advert on, but you want to create a custom audience from this particular page. Then you can use the page, right? Hope you get that. So now let's say this is the page I want to create a custom audience from. I've already selected my page. Now the next thing I want to do is come here to where we have events. Okay, up here you have any, so you can just check the option here. You can read down and select which you want, any or all. Okay, after selecting your page, the next thing you want to do is come down to where you have events, okay, and click on it. And other events, you can see the options here. Let me go down. Under events, you can see the options. You can see people who currently like or follow your page, right? You can decide to pick that if that's what you want. The next one we have is everyone who engage with your page. You can read further here to get more details. Then you have anyone who visited your page, people who engaged with any of your posts or ad, people who clicked or who clicked any call to action button. Then lastly, we have people who sent a message on your page. So let's say I want to target everyone who engaged with my page, including people who have visited my page or taken an action on a post, right? I can decide to pick this, and then here the retention is the number of days. Let's say I want to target people everyone who engaged with my page in the last 3 months, or in the last, let's say 1 month rather, 31 days, or let's say 30 days. People who visited my page or who engaged with my page in the last 30 days, right? You can choose one here depending on what you're looking for. And note that if you don't have much traffic or much audience that have engaged with your page, you need to select you need to pick a higher date, right? So that you have Facebook have an options or more options to send your ad to, or more people to send your ad to. Because if you have a narrow audience, if you are using a custom audience, you might not really get the result you want. Okay, so the next thing we have down here is audience name. Here you have to pick an audience, select or choose an audience name for your custom audience. Let's say Facebook visitors. Okay, visitors in the last 30 days, oh sorry, 30 days. Okay, so here you can decide to add a description to enable you and identify this particular audience, just in case you want to use it next time, right? So once I'm done with this, you can see it's optional here, so you don't have to worry about putting anything there if you don't want to. So the next thing you want to do is click on create audience. Okay, all right, so here you can see that my custom audience has been created. Okay, now I'm giving an option rather for lookalike audience to create a lookalike audience for myself. You can see here, create lookalike audience. So I can decide to create a lookalike audience, or I can decide to opt out, right? So now let me just create a lookalike audience to make my audience more broader. So I'm going to tap on lookalike audience to create one. Okay, now up here you can see select audience location. Then after selecting your location, down here you can see select audience size. Okay, so if you have a smaller custom audience size, you can decide to increase your lookalike audience size to either 1-2%, but if you already have much visitors, you can just leave it at 1%. You can see the number of lookalike audience you'll be targeting, right? 427.3k, right? If you decide to change it to 2%, you can see the number is increasing. Okay, so now once you're done with your lookalike audience, with creating your lookalike audience, this is the number of persons you will be targeting for 2%, this and this. So once you're done, the next thing you want to do is tap on create. Lookalike audience is creating, and now we have it created already. So you have your custom audience here and also your lookalike audience, right? So now down here, going down, we have the location. We have the location we want to target. And now before we go on, if you're using if you're using the custom audience and the lookalike audience, then there's no need touching this. Okay, there's no need touching this, right? So if you're using the custom audience and a lookalike audience, all you need to do after picking that or selecting that, the next thing you want to do is come down to where you have placements and continue running with that, right? So now let's assume I'm not using a lookalike audience or a custom audience. The next thing I want to do here is select a location, because we don't have an existing audience already. This is Nigeria. Let's say we don't want to target the whole Nigeria, we just want to target, for instance, Lagos. We want to target people that stay in Lagos. So I'm just going to type Lagos there, and then pick city. And then here in location, you can decide to target people living or recently living in Lagos, or people living in Lagos, or people recently living in Lagos, or people traveling in Lagos, right? So now once you decide what you want, let's say what I want is people living or recently living in Lagos. Once I'm done picking that, you can decide to increase the audience here. Just that if you should increase it, you might be targeting people outside Lagos too. Okay, so now going down, let's say we've picked our location. Now you can decide to pick as many locations as you want. And please, if you're picking a broader location, make sure you have a high budget, right? You can't be using 1,000 naira and you want to use you want to select the whole Nigeria. Yes, it's possible to select the whole Nigeria, but if you're using an objective like conversion, which we are going to go into later, you don't have to use a broader location if you don't have a higher amount. But just in case you're running a traffic ad, an engagement ad, then why not? You can use a broader audience. It will actually give you the result you want, right? So going forward, the next thing you want to do is select the age you want to target. Here you have the age, so you can pick the age you want from here, from 18 that you want, then to let's say 58. Okay, right? So gender, under gender, select edit, and then here you can pick the gender you want your ad to be shown to, either all, both men and women, or just men or just women, depending on what you want. So let's say we want all, okay. And then now, detail targeting. This part is very, very important, right? Now this is what you want to use if you are not using the custom audience, because with the custom audience you have to to already be having an existing audience already for you to use the custom audience. But just in case you don't have one, you don't have to worry. You can use the detail targeting. Here you can decide to pick the interest. If you get it wrong here, that means you will be wasting your money. Okay, so here you just have to think. That's why you have to do your offline work before coming here to run your advert. Make research of interest that your ideal customer will be interested in, or the behavior or the demography of your ideal customer, because with that you will know who you should be targeting. Okay, so now what you should be thinking about is, what is my current customer searching online, or what groups are my current customer are interested in, or what are their behaviors, what are they like, what are they interacting with online, what are they searching for. So with that you will be able to know what interest you should be targeting. Okay, let's say we are into let's say I'm selling a weight loss product. Okay, enough with weight loss product. Okay, I'm going to use another option now. Let's say I want to target people that are looking for jobs, or are looking for um, passive income online. So the next thing I want to think about is, okay, let me search for passive income. Do I have passive income here as an interest? Okay, yes, I do. So now select passive income, because yes, obviously that's what they will be searching for online. So after selecting an interest, the next thing you want to do is go to where you have suggestions, and here you will see other interests that are actually related to the current ones you've already chosen, just in case you don't want to stress your brain anymore. You can come here and select, yes, you can come here and select things that are related to what you're looking for. Let's say home business. Okay, okay, virtual assistant. So these are all the things that you know that, okay, this particular person will be searching for online. And note that we have, if you're selecting or looking for a particular interest, you will be seeing jobs, job title, you'll be seeing employers, you'll be seeing interest. So the one you want to pick is interest. If you pick employers, unless you want to be looking for employers, right? You can see the description here under employers. You can see the description by your right, that says people who listed their employer as virtual assistant. So you don't want to pick that. You're already interested in people that are interested in this interest, which is virtual assistant. You can see that the description that says people who have expressed an interest in or like pages related to virtual assistants. So you see, so that's what you want to pick, right? You can also search for behaviors if you know how this particular people behave online. That's one of the ways you can you can look for interest. Then another thing you should think about if you're looking for interest or looking to target your ideal customer is your competitors, right? So you want to think about people that have already made it in your niche, people that are already well known, because it's not everybody that you see here you will be seeing on Facebook. People that Facebook already recognize. Okay, let's say you are a novelist and you sell books and you want to target people that are interested in books. Now, let's think about Chimamanda. Chimamanda is a novelist. So you want to come here and search for Chimamanda if you can find her here, right? So let's say Chimamanda. Sorry, Chimamanda. Okay, okay, we have her here. So we want to target people that are interested in Chimamanda. Okay, now I'm selecting Chimamanda, so you can see the size of people by your right. Yeah, is enough to go for. So now I'm selecting people that are interested in Chimamanda because I know Chimamanda is a novelist and she would likely have my ideal customers following her. So now I've selected Chimamanda, right? And now another thing you should know is that Chimamanda might people following Chimamanda rather might not be people that really love to read rather. There are also people that just like her for other things she's interested in and want to follow her. So in that case, you want to narrow your audience because you can't just pick Chimamanda. Chimamanda is all people following Chimamanda might also be interested in her because she's a feminist and maybe they might not really love to read books. They just love her in other aspects. So now you want to narrow your audience to people that are interested in books. So for you to do that, you come down to where you have narrow audience, okay? And select narrow audience so you can see the option here. You are not just picking Chimamanda for Chimamanda, but you are also picking Chimamanda because you want to target people that are interested in her because she's a novelist, because she loves books. So you pick books, okay? People that are also interested in books and interested in Chimamanda. Hope you get that. So now we are not just picking Chimamanda, we are narrowing our audience down to people that are interested in just books, right? So now that is it. Just in case you want to narrow your audience, that is what you have to do. You can also narrow further, and also you can also exclude, just in case you want to exclude people. Okay, so now down here you have advanced targeting option, the advanced targeting option, just in case you want Facebook to reach to reach people beyond your detailed targeting selection. Okay, you are telling Facebook that Facebook, I know I have picked Chimamanda and also people that are interested in books and not just Chimamanda, but then I wanted to show my art to people that might likely be interested in what I sell. So you can pick reach people beyond your detailed targeting. Now you are giving Facebook an open chance of using your money, right? So now I've picked reach more people. Just in case you want that, you can decide to pick. I actually recommend using this if your audience is not much here. If you don't have a wider audience here, then consider using the advanced detail targeting. Okay, but if your audience is already broad here, then don't select this because you might end up wasting your money. Okay, so down here you have languages. Okay, not important, but you can select it just in case you want to, and English or okay. So down here you have save audience. If you save this audience, that means you will be seeing it here. you'll be seeing it where you have use saved audience. Okay, maybe you want to use it later, so that's for save audience. Okay, the next thing we have here is placement connection. You can decide to connect to other pages. Okay, you can see the options here. People who currently like or follow your page, so you can decide to connect to that. It's almost similar as custom audience, but it's not entirely the same. So you can decide to use the connections, but most times I don't bother. Right, so the next thing we have here is the placement, and Facebook is recommending the advanced placement option, which I will not advise you to use. So for you to, if you want to use this, Facebook will decide where they want to throw your ad to. But then I want to select the actual placement for my audience, so I'm just going to pick the manual placement, which I totally recommend you to use. Okay, so you can see here the first placement we have here is the Facebook and the Instagram placement. So just in case you want your ad to appear on both Facebook and Instagram, you can pick this, okay, to do that. But if you don't have your account connected, your note that I've been stressing this, if you don't have your Instagram account connected to your Facebook page, you won't be able to use this option. You won't be able to run your ad on Facebook, on Instagram, sorry, using the ad manager. Okay, so I'm just going to remove this, but just in case you want your ad to show on Instagram and Facebook, you can select that. If you want your advert to show on Messenger, you can leave that. I don't want, because I might end up wasting my money. Note that wherever your ad is running to, is placed to, Facebook will be charging you for that. So you don't want to place your ad on where you will not, or your ideal customers will not be interacting. So I want only my ad to be shown on places I know my ideal customers are always active there. Leave it there. I want it to show on Facebook reels. I can leave it there. In stream. Okay, if you want to capture people's attention while they are watching their videos, personally I don't like this. I don't like to see this, so I don't like showing this to people. I don't like when I'm watching a video on Facebook, then I just see an advert pop up, and I know most people don't like this, so I'm just going to check this. Okay, so yes, that's all. Then down here, show more. Let me show more. Okay, Facebook has given you other options to select devices, so now you can actually pick devices you want your ad to show to. Do you want it to show to just Android devices, iOS, or future phones only? Okay, or do you want it to show on all mobile devices? Then this option there is, do you want your advert to show to people only when they are connected to Wi-Fi? Obviously you don't want to, so don't check that, right? So going down, you have next. You select next. Next thing you want to do is pick next to go to our next. Okay, now we have the first one, which is ad name. You can decide to rename this particular ad. And then we have the identity. Here is where you have to pick a page or select the page you want to use in running your ad. Okay, now let's say this is the page I want to use. I'm selecting it now. Okay, so you can see it's giving me a prompt to pick Instagram, to add Instagram, but then my Instagram is not connected to Facebook, so I'm just going to cancel that. Just in case you've not connected it, you're still waiting, you can still use this option to connect your Instagram to your Facebook, right? So that you can, it will enable you run your Facebook and Instagram ad together. So down here you have the ad setup. You can decide to use ad, create a new ad, or use an existing post, you're using existing post, maybe you want to run an ad on a post you've already made on your Facebook or your Instagram account, you can choose existing post, and then once you do, you select post. Either you can select on Facebook or Instagram. You can see I don't have a post yet, I don't have an Instagram post yet, I also don't have a post on my Facebook page yet. So I'm just going to cancel that and go back to where we have ad setup to select create ad. Okay, so now here is my create ad options. So we have creative sources, which is manual and catalog. I'm not allowed to use catalog yet. Okay, so I'm just going to use the manual upload. So under manual upload, the format we have here is the single image or video, the carousel, and collection. So you can decide to use a carousel if you want. That will enable you pick multiple videos or multiple images. Okay, but then I don't want to use a carousel, so I'm just going to pick select rather on single image or video. So down here, after selecting my single image or video, I can come here to pick either an image, add image, or add video. So either one you want. If you want to add image, you can click on add image, and once it's done loading, you can select on upload to select the image or the video depending you want to use for in running your ad. So let's select one and allow it to load. You can see it's processing. Okay, my image have been uploaded, and the next thing I want to do is select on it and then click on next. You can pick the size you want. Facebook is recommending this. Okay, so next, and then done. So now you can see our image has been selected. We have successfully created, ignore this, we have successfully created or selected our image or the image we want to use. Okay, so now the next thing you want to do, just in case you want to, is pick a thumbnail. But for image is not available, but just in case you want to pick a thumbnail, you can come here to do that. Just in case the thumbnail that is appearing is not what you want to be showing. So you know that some people turn off their automatic play on Facebook, so you want a strategic thumbnail to appear once someone sees your advert, to motivate them in clicking on it to view, right? So to select this, I'm just going to cancel, and then after selecting your image and your video, the next thing you have here is your primary text. This is the text that will be appearing right in front of your image or your video after your page name, right? So you need to be very intentional about this, because this also will determine if your ad is going to be clicked by your ideal customer or who you are targeting. Okay, so you need to be very intentional. Take your time to write your primary text, take your time to write your ad copy to be able to get maximum results, and make sure your ad copy is having a heading. Okay, if you don't know how to write an ad copy, you can reach out to a content creator or a copywriter, preferably to write your content for you, your ad copy for you. And note that Facebook is very particular about their policies. So if you're writing any copy, make sure it's not going to violate Facebook policy. You can go online to read about Facebook advertisement policy, right? So if not, your account will be restricted and you have to pass through a lot of stress to get that um, set up. Okay, so now the next thing you have here after your image is your headline. This is the text that will be appearing down here. Okay, so you're going to add a headline to your ad to increase conversion. Okay, let me just go down. Okay, your headline, which is optional, but you have to include an headline if you want conversion. So first of all is your primary text, and then your headline, which is like, it should be like a call to action. Okay, your headline should be um, straight to the point. This is an example. I'm not saying you should use this. Okay, all right, so that's your headline, for instance, and then down here you have the description. If you're using the headline, there's no need of adding description, you can leave that. Okay, this is actually the text that will be appearing down here where you have Facebook feed link description. Okay, you can decide to add that if you want, but I usually don't. So the next thing you have here is the call to action button. So here the one we have here is the learn more, because we're using the website. So most people use learn more. It's actually okay. You can use apply now, book now, contact us, depending on what you want, download, depending on what you want. Or if you're using WhatsApp, then you won't have to use the website link. Okay, so it's just going to take your visitors or your prospects directly to your WhatsApp account or your WhatsApp inbox. So here we are using learn more, and we are using website as our conversion location during our ad set level. Remember. Okay, down here you have the destination. Destination is where you have to input your link, your URL link, either your website link or your landing page link, depending on where you're sending your visitors to, okay, your prospects to. Now you can decide to send them to WhatsApp, and remember, like I said before, if you're using the WhatsApp as your call to action, then you will not be required to add a link, because Facebook will be sending your customers, once they click on it, to be taking them directly to your WhatsApp inbox, because your WhatsApp is already connected to your Facebook, and if it's not connected, you won't be able to use that option. If you don't know how to, also that particular lesson is also included in the free introduction to Facebook and Instagram ad. You can go ahead to watch that on our channel. Okay, so now if you're using a website or landing page, this is where you have to input your link. Most times people use their WhatsApp link as their website link, and then picking the website option and the learn more option. That's okay, but most times it doesn't give you result as using the actual WhatsApp button or using the website option too. Okay, and now display link. If you want to display a link, you want the link to be displayed here, somewhere here, you can decide to put that, but I don't select that, so I don't pick that as an option. So now that's all. Why we don't have event setup option here, why it's showing setup, is because we've not installed our pixel. You can see for tracking, we've not installed our pixel. So once you're done with all this, the next thing you want to do is okay, show call extension, just in case you want to show call extension, but we don't want that. So you can select that and input your number, your phone number. Okay. Okay, once you're done with all this, okay, so you can see country code. You can select country code 234 Nigeria. Then input your number, just in case you want to use the call extension option, right? So once you're done with all this, that's all for how to run your ad. And the next thing you want to do is click on this green button with the publish option. So once you click on publish, your ad will be sent to Facebook for review. And once Facebook review your ad and they are very sure that it's aligned with their policy, the next thing they will do is approve your ad to start running. Let's assume that we have published our ad and it's on review now. I'm waiting for Facebook to approve it. So now I'll be showing you how to run a conversion ad. Okay, going back to where we started. Yeah. Okay. Alright, this is where we started. And yeah, we started with picking our campaign objective, right? So the objective we picked was traffic. Okay, so now I told you you can use this method. Okay, with what I've shown you, you can run other ads with using this particular method, whether awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, and the rest. But then before you can run a sales ad or a conversion ad, you need to install a pixel, right? You need to install a pixel. So now I'm going to, first of all, you need to install a pixel. So now I'm going to show you how to do that in a bit. Now we are back to our ad manager, and we'll be going to this icon here by your left. Note that you can access this, you can actually click this anywhere you are on your ad manager. I just decided to come here in order for me not to confuse you, right? So just click on this icon here to get all the options available. So yeah, now we'll be going to event manager. That's where we'll be creating our pixel, right? So I'm just going to tap on event manager now. Here we are on our event manager overview. So this is showing because this is my first time of opening my event manager. Okay, so I'm just going to close that. I don't want to. Okay, so now you can see our event manager overview, and next thing you want to do to be able to create a pixel is going to where you have this little icon here, green, sorry, and click on it. Okay, so all you need to do is go here to this green icon and then click on it, and the next thing you want to do is click on where you have web. Okay, and then come to where you have connect and click on it, and then here you will be given an option to name your pixel, right? So I'm just going to name this pixel with real projects, and once I'm done, I know what to do. Click on create pixel, right? Use seller. But then if you have a website, you can actually type your website. Let me just type mine, realprojects.com. Okay, let's say this is okay. I just have to add the https, sorry. Okay, slash. Okay, so let's say this is our URL, adding that, and then the next thing you want to do is click on next, right? Okay, so So you'll be seeing this option, conversion API and Meta Pixel, which is recommended, or Meta only. So I'm just going to click on Meta only, and then the next thing I want to do is click on next. Right. So after clicking on next, um just in case you're not seeing anything, the next thing you want to do is just refresh your browser. Just note that your pixel has been created. Okay, so just refresh your browser and you'll be seeing something like this. And when you look by your right, rather, you can see the pixel here. This is the pixel code that has been created already. So with this code, you can copy this code, this pixel ID, to your website or your landing page, depending on where you want to track. Okay, so now just in case you're using seller, most people use seller, those people that don't have a website, you can put this on your seller or your WordPress landing page header. Okay, so just in case you're using seller, you can go to seller, copy your ID, your pixel ID. Okay, just come here and copy. Okay, let's say we are using seller to track our website traffic. So all you need to do is come to your seller account. If you don't have a seller account, don't worry about it. All you need to do is go to seller.co, and then you can create an account with seller. With seller, you can create a simple landing page for your prospects to make payments. Okay, so now this is my seller dashboard, which I created for this training, for the purpose of this training. So I will be scrolling down to where I have integrations, right? Once I tap on integrations, the next thing I will do is go to Facebook Pixel. Note that this is not this is applicable to any website you're using, whether landing page or website. All you need to do is look for the header, right? Look for the header and paste this particular code. Okay, paste this code. There is no need of using the long pixel code. Once you have this code, this pixel ID is as good as having the other long code, but I will show you in a bit how to get the long code, just in case you want to use that. So once you get to your header, or where you need to paste your pixel ID, all you need to do is tap on it and then paste your pixel ID and update. Okay, click on update. Once you click on update, you're going to be seeing, okay, you're going to be seeing something like this. So after updating your pixel, the next thing you want to do is go back to where you have the seller store, and then go to where you have store link. So you're going to click on this store link in order to view your store, to make this pixel active. Okay, because you need to trigger a response there to enable Facebook pick traffic from your site. So now I'll be going back to my Facebook ad manager to see what is going on there. So now here I am on my Facebook ad manager. The next thing I want to do is refresh this page. Okay, so you can see I'm back to my ad manager, and here Facebook is still not picking data from my site. So I'm going to go back to seller to make sure I purchase something on my seller account in order to help me trigger what I want or what I'm looking for. So I'll be going back to my seller account now. Okay, so I don't want to purchase anything, so I'm just going to set one of my product balance to 0 to enable me trigger this. So I'm going to set this to 0 to enable me purchase on my side. Okay, so I'm setting this balance now to 0. Okay, 0. Okay, I'm going to update this now. Okay, so now I'm going to click on this link. Okay, click on this link and go to where I have get now to get this particular product or service. Continue. Okay, thanks for your purchase. You can see I have been able to purchase something on this site. Okay, so I'll be going back to Facebook. I'll be coming back here to refresh. Okay, coming back to our ad manager, down here you can see previously it was empty, but now you can see the events that have been triggered, which is page view and view content. Okay, so you can still go ahead to purchase something in order for the purchase events to appear. Okay, so now we have page view and view content, right? So now I'm going to use this now to run my ad. I'll be going back now to ad manager. I'm back to my ad manager, and the next thing I want to do in order to create my conversion ad is click on create. Same process, everything the same. The only difference is that we installed our pixel and we are going to choose an event. Okay, so now you have your objectives here, and decide to find objective here, and decide to use here just in case you're not clear about the other way is appearing. So this is the conversion objective, which is the same thing as the sales objective. Okay, same thing as the sales objective, which is this one. So you can come here to find more just in case you want to get clearer on what these objectives are. So now I will be picking the conversion objective. Okay, and now I'll click on continue to continue running my ad. Now this is our first stage. You can decide to rename your campaign if you want to, or you can just leave it at that. But it's also advisable to rename your campaign in order to stay organized. Okay, so you can leave this as it is and then click on next to go to the accept level. Okay, remember the first stage is the campaign level, the second stage is the ad set, and the last stage is the ad level. Here we are on our ad set level. Okay, so we are picking, let's say we want our ad to show on our website. Sorry, let's say we are sending people to our website. Sorry, our conversion location is the website, and then going down to pixel, you can see this place was empty before, but because we've already installed our pixel, we can see pixel ID here. And remember, you cannot use this option if you've not created, you cannot use the conversion objective if you've not created a pixel or installed your pixel on your website. Okay, the next thing I want to do here is pick a conversion event. Okay, so you know I've already succeeded in activating the view content event, so I'm going to select the view content event. But just in case you want sales, you can pick the sales. Just in case you are running an ad to get sales, you can pick the purchase event, right? But if you want people to view your content or just visit your landing page, then the view content event is okay. You can see it's active now, but the purchase is not active. But just in case you want to activate it, you can still go ahead to purchase something on your landing page, or trigger it on your landing page in order for it to appear here. So you can decide to pick the purchase objective. Okay, purchase objective, and then to go down to where you have the next. You can see our delivery, optimizing for delivery is conversion. Here is the same thing. You can pick your budget, that's daily budget, or your lifetime budget. So down here is also the same thing. So the difference is that we installed a pixel. That's just the difference for conversion ad. Okay, that's just the difference. So the whole thing here is the same as running every other ad. Okay, so you can decide to create um new audience, that's the custom audience, or if you already have an existing audience. So if I pick on website now, you can see it will allow me do that because I already have a pixel installed. But if I don't have a pixel installed and my pixel is not picking data, then this website option will not be active. You can see it's active there. This is my pixel web project. So that's all for how to create a conversion advert. So now everything here is the same. Everything here is the same. So you can go ahead to complete your adverts. Okay, so now thank you all for your time, and thank you for taking your time to listen to this course.